Hello, hello, hello. This is part 4 of Psalm 18, and we're going to be looking at verses 31 through 40 in this video. So it reads like this: For who is God besides the Lord? And who is the rock except our God? It is God who arms me with strength and keeps my way secure. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He causes me to stand on the heights. He trains my hands for battle. My arms can bend a bow of bronze. You make your saving help my shield, and your right hand sustains me. Your help has made me great. You provide a broad path for my feet, so that my ankles do not give way. I pursued my enemies and overtook them. I did not turn back till they were destroyed. I crushed them so that they could not rise. They fell beneath my feet. You armed me with strength for battle. You humbled my adversaries before me. You made my enemies turn their backs in flight, and I destroyed my foes. So let's delve in here. The first point that I want to make is that God is making us into His likeness. We are going to look at Philippians chapter 1, verse 6, which reads like this: Being confident of this, that he who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion until the day of Christ Jesus. What is he talking about there? He's talking about sanctification. And what David is talking about here in these first 4 or 5 verses here is that God is acting as his guardian, if you will, and you see that. I think what David is trying to really say here is that through God's work, through the way in which he is assisting David and giving him the things that he needs to successfully fight against his enemies. He's also teaching David, and he's molding David into his image. He's being that potter. David is very much under God's wing, and this is a teachable moment, if you will. You almost get a sense that this is a father-son kind of dynamic, and that's the way God is with us, and through everything that we have to endure. God is he's doing a lot he's doing a lot of different things at one time. Sometimes to us, if we're in a situation or a unpleasant season in life, it might appear as though God, is just giving us what we need to endure it, giving us strength, giving us courage, whatever it is that we might be in need of. But in fact, God is also using those moments to teach us various different things, and internally, God is working to perfect our faith and to help us to walk in the path that He has set for us, and He is tutoring us in righteousness, shall we say? And I think that's what David is trying to convey here. So the second point for you, I'm gonna pick a slightly darker color there. Second point. Forgive me, I was so hard to type when you're trying to look at something. You know, we all know this, but we receive benefits through God, a lot of benefits. God is, I mean, I think it's hard to overstate the impact that God has on our lives, because God is the whole package, and we receive, and I would even say we are entitled to so much just because we're in affiliation with God, and it's beautiful. This is one of my favorite passages from Isaiah. It says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." I think there's so much here beyond the black and white. And when we talk about the support of God, we talk about the power of God. All of the things that we long for in life, all of the things that we find ourselves deficient of in life, God is able to not only provide for us, but abundantly provide for us in due course. And God is 100% unequivocally, yes, unequivocally, and undoubtedly our right-hand man at all times, at every stage of our lives. He, again, as we were talking about, He's present. He is our, and this is one of the complexities of God, because on the one hand, He's King, and He's in a position of authority, not just over our lives, but over the world. But He's also a servant to us in many ways, because we are in need. We are in need of Him. We need to be taken care of. We need to be tended to, and so God is not just our King, but He is our servant, and we in turn are supposed to be His servant. So I just love that. It's beautiful when you think about it, and it really exposes the character of God. Our third point here, our last one. I love this one too. With God's help, we have victory. David, this means so much to David. So much of the Psalms is David really grappling with the fact that he has to confront obstacles. He has to confront enemies that are very real to him and are threatening. And in so many of these passages, David is quite literally on the brink of death because of these challenges that he's faced with. However, he is able to overcome all of them through the power and might of God. So 1 John chapter 5 verse 4 reads like this: "For everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith." And so what we see, through this sort of New Testament lens, is that through Christ, through the resurrection, we are we're really given a whole new idea of victory, and we have authority over literally everything, says the world, just as God had authority over the world, and continues to wield authority over the world. So there's nothing that we cannot do, because we have God on our side and Christ fighting on our behalf. So there's one more video after this, and looking forward to delving in.